the internet just exploded. Again. And yes, you guessed it, Chrisean Rock is at the center of the chaos. But this time, it's not another Zeus meltdown, a viral live, or a surprise tattoo reveal. Nope, it's way darker, way deeper, and way more personal. Because Bino just dropped a cryptic message about baby Junior, and the whole internet is shaking like a ring light in a hurricane. Whatever peace Chrisean thought she found, gone, evaporated, shattered like her phone screen after another Zeus argument. The moment Bino's post hit the timeline, fans swore it felt like a confession, a warning, and a heartbreak all rolled into one. And now everyone's wondering, did Bino just expose something Chrisean didn't want the world to know? Twitter detectives are working overtime, TikTok therapists are analyzing every emoji, and Instagram gossip pages are posting screenshots like it's the end of days. The cryptic message? It wasn't long, but it was loud. And the subtext had fans saying, "Nah, this ain't shade. This is a spiritual eviction notice." Welcome to the latest chapter of hip-hop's messiest saga, where love is war, truth is trending, and peace. Peace doesn't even live here anymore. All started like most Chrisean Rock storylines do, with the internet minding its business for 5 peaceful minutes before she and Bino decided to shake the timeline like a snow globe of chaos. 1 second, fans were reposting baby Junior's latest adorable pictures. The next, Bino dropped a cryptic message that made everyone collectively drop their phones and whisper, "What did he just say?" The post was simple. Just a black background, a few words, and an energy that screamed heartbreak, confusion, and maybe even betrayal. It read, "Peace ain't in the crib no more. You can't raise love in chaos." Boom. The internet detonated. People were refreshing his page like it was an FBI document leak. Some said he was talking about Chrisean. Others said he was talking about himself. But the part that made it go nuclear? He mentioned peace and the crib, words fans immediately tied to baby Junior. Within minutes, Bino speaks and Chrisean loses control were trending. Screenshots flooded every gossip page from the shade room to No Jumper, with captions like, "Bino's message has fans questioning what's really going on in Chrisean's home." And honestly, the internet didn't hold back. TikTok detectives turned into full-blown investigators, zooming into Bino's eyes in old videos like they were reading hieroglyphics. Some claimed the cryptic message hinted at custody tension. Others believed it was about Chrisean's spiraling emotional state since her recent viral meltdown on Live. You know, the one where she said she was done with the fake love, then went right back to posting selfies from the same house 20 minutes later. The timing of Bino's post was suspicious. Fans noticed it came right after Chrisean went on Live talking about people switching up and protecting her energy. She didn't mention any names, but come on, who else would she be talking about? It had Bino's name all over it, like a Zeus reunion episode waiting to happen. And if you know Chrisean, you know she doesn't handle subliminals well. She's the queen of, "If the shoe fits, I'm throwing it." So of course, she fired back. Hours later, Chrisean posted an Instagram story. No words, just a crying emoji, a prayer hands emoji, and a clip of her holding baby Junior while softly playing "I Fall Apart" by Post Malone in the background. Subtle? Not even close. It was emotional warfare. That's when the speculation hit overdrive. Fans started piecing things together like a true crime puzzle. Bino's peace post, Chrisean's hurt story, and the rumors that they'd been living separately for a few weeks. Some said Bino moved out. Others said he never left, but emotionally checked out. And through all the chaos, poor baby Junior became the internet's emotional support baby, the symbol of a love story that's starting to crumble in real time. Twitter users were ruthless. One tweet that went viral said, "Bino tried to bring peace, but Chrisean thought he said Zeus contract." Another read, "Chrisean don't lose control. She schedules it." And of course, someone edited a clip of her crying on Live over the dramatic Law & Order theme song, because the internet has zero chill. But here's the thing, behind all the memes and messy reactions, something felt different this time. There wasn't rage in Bino's tone. There wasn't trolling or disrespect. His message sounded like a man exhausted. Tired of fighting, tired of defending, tired of trying to build peace in a storm that never ends. And that's what hit people hardest. Because for once, Bino wasn't the playful rapper boyfriend posting goofy lives or defending Chrisean online. He was done. Meanwhile, Chrisean's fans, the infamous rock soldiers, went into full defense mode. They flooded Bino's comments with accusations like, "You knew who she was when you got with her," and "Don't play victim now." One even wrote, "Peace don't pay bills." Be real. But others started switching sides, admitting that maybe, just maybe, Bino was telling the truth. After all, Chrisean had been showing signs of spiraling again. Between emotional lives, deleted tweets, and the random Zeus cameos, her healing era was looking more like a highlight reel of controlled chaos. Then, out of nowhere, Chrisean's mom, Carlissa, because she always has Wi-Fi when drama drops, decided to chime in. On her Instagram Live, she said, "I told that boy Bino, you can't fix what's been broke since Blueface. That girl needs peace, but she gotta find it in herself first." You could almost hear the internet inhale like, "Here we go again." Carlissa's comment only made things worse. Fans began quoting her line like it was scripture. One tweet said, "Carlissa just said what we all been thinking. Bino can't be Jesus in a hurricane." And then came the biggest twist. An alleged DM leak. Screenshots surfaced online, showing a message supposedly from Bino's close friend saying, "Bro really tried to stay. He loves that girl and his son, but it got too toxic. He needed space. Was it real?" Nobody could confirm. But in the world of hip-hop drama, screenshots are gospel until proven fake. That leak reignited the narrative. Chrisean's losing control again. The woman who once fought tooth and nail to prove she was more than a reality TV headline now found herself living inside another one, and fans started noticing patterns. Every time Chrisean's piece starts improving, something or someone shakes it. This time, though, it wasn't Blueface, Carlissa, or Zeus Network. It was her reflection. Even her most loyal fans couldn't ignore it. One viral comment said, "At this point, Chrisean fighting ghosts. Ain't nobody hurting her but her own triggers." Still, the internet wasn't satisfied. They wanted answers. They wanted clarity. And most of all, they wanted drama. So naturally, when Bino deleted the cryptic post hours later, things exploded even harder. "Oh, so now he's scared," people said. But others claimed it was strategic. That maybe he deleted it to protect Chrisean. Or maybe because he said too much. Either way, the silence was louder than the drama, but behind the trending chaos, there was something heartbreaking about the whole thing. Because for once, the storyline wasn't about cheating, violence, or scandal. It was about emotional exhaustion. Two people trying to raise a baby while drowning in fame, trauma, and public pressure. Still, the internet doesn't care about healing arcs. It cares about explosions. And right now, this one had the perfect mix: heartbreak, mystery, and Chrisean-level unpredictability. But just when fans thought it couldn't get any messier, it did, because Bino wasn't done talking. And his next move would turn the cryptic message into a full-blown emotional nuke that nobody saw coming. And when he dropped the next bombshell, even Chrisean's most loyal supporters couldn't defend her anymore. Because sometimes, losing control isn't about anger. It's about losing yourself. When Bino deleted his post, you'd think the drama would slow down. Wrong. That delete button was like striking a match in a gas station. The internet went up in flames, and within minutes, every gossip page, meme account, and reaction channel was breaking down what the deleted post really meant. TikTok creators were narrating it like a murder mystery. Bino deleted it, which means he's hiding something, or protecting someone, and Instagram wasn't far behind. One fan account posted, "He's not deleting to move on, he's deleting because he said too much." The theories got wild. Some claimed Bino's label told him to take it down. Others said Chrisean's team threatened legal action. But the most viral theory? That he deleted it because Baby Jr. was caught in the crossfire and things got real. You see, in the world of Chrisean Rock, nothing stays private for long. She doesn't do off the record. She is the record. So when fans noticed she suddenly stopped posting Baby Jr. after Bino's cryptic post, they lost it. Comment sections flooded with, "Where's the baby?" and "Why did she stop showing him all of a sudden?" It was chaos, the kind that only Chrisean's world can produce. Meanwhile, Bino went radio silent. Not a word. No lives, no tweets. Just pure calculated silence. And that silence screamed louder than any post he could have made. Of course, Chrisean couldn't stay quiet for long. That's just not her DNA, so she hopped on live at 2 a.m. Lashes half on, voice shaking, emotions raw, and gave fans the meltdown they were waiting for. She started with, "I'm tired of people trying to paint me like I'm the problem." You could already tell it was going to be one of those lives, the kind where she starts with sadness, hits rage halfway through, and ends with a tearful gospel outro. Then she dropped the line that made the whole internet stop scrolling. The line that made the whole internet stop scrolling. "I'm doing everything for my son, but if peace left, maybe it wasn't real peace." boom! She might as well have offered Bino directly. Fans clipped it within seconds. One TikTok user captioned it, "This is her response to Bino's message, no doubt." Another stitched the two videos together with dramatic background music, turning it into a full-blown soap opera trailer. Twitter had a field day. One user wrote, "Bino said peace left, and Chrisean said peace was fake. Y'all, this is hip-hop Shakespeare." Another added, "They both talking in riddles like this is a Zodiac breakup." But not everyone was laughing. Some fans actually started worrying. They pointed out how both of them seemed emotionally drained, how Chrisean's tone wasn't angry this time, it was broken. "She's unraveling again," one commenter said. "This ain't drama anymore. This looks like pain." And that's when celebrity reactions started rolling in. Because in 2025, celebrity drama spreads faster than wildfire and gets commentary faster than a football game. Carlissa, Blueface's mom, couldn't resist the urge to throw gasoline on the fire. She went live and said, "I told y'all, Chrisean don't need no man, she need a therapist." And now Bino finally realized he's not Jesus. Fans went ballistic. The comment section looked like a war zone. "Carlissa, please go to bed. Not you speaking on a situation you weren't invited to?" She'll comment on a thunderstorm if she thinks it's about Blueface. But it didn't stop there. Even Zeus personalities started chiming in. Natalie Nunn tweeted, "Because of course she did. It's always the ones who scream loyalty that can't handle real love. Baddies drama." Everyone knew who she was shading. And because Natalie has the subtlety of a megaphone, fans dragged her too. Then, like clockwork, the memes took over. People started posting fake movie posters with titles like Baby Jr. and The Battle for Peace and Keeping Up with the Chaos, The Chrisean Chronicles. One meme had Chrisean in a prayer pose with the caption, "Lord, grant me peace before Bino deletes another post." The internet couldn't decide whether to laugh, cry, or cancel their subscriptions to Zeus. But underneath the comedy, something was shifting. You could feel it. For the first time, fans weren't just blaming Bino or Chrisean, they were questioning the whole circus. People started saying things like, "This isn't funny anymore. That baby's gonna grow up and see all this." Influencers joined the conversation too. A popular relationship podcaster said, "When Bino said you can't raise love in chaos, he wasn't just talking. About Chrisean, he was talking about all of us watching. Toxicity like it's entertainment." That clip went viral on TikTok with over 3 million views. The caption? "He understood the assignment, but Chrisean wasn't ready for redemption talk." Because later that same night, she posted another live. This time more intense, more chaotic, and way more raw. She said, "I'm tired of people using me for clout. I'm tired of pretending I'm happy. Y'all think peace means perfect. But peace comes after war, and I've been at war my whole life." It was the kind of statement that broke people's hearts. You could feel the pain bleeding through every word. For a moment, the internet stopped trolling. Even her harshest critics went quiet. But then, just as people started to sympathize, she ended the live by calling out Bino again. "Don't come online acting peaceful when you ain't even answering your phone for your family." Boom. That was it. Fans instantly flipped from sympathy to chaos mode again. The timeline turned into digital fire. She called him out directly. One fan screamed in all caps. Others replied, "Oh, she's done." Meanwhile, Bino finally broke his silence. Not with a video, not with a live, but with a story. A single black and white post that read, "You can't force peace into people who love noise." That was the knockout punch. Within minutes, "You can't force peace" became a trending phrase across platforms. People started using it as captions, TikTok sounds, and even tattoos. Someone on Twitter said, "Bino out here writing scripture while Chrisean writing paragraphs." And just like that, the tables turned again. Bino was being praised as the calm after the storm, while Chrisean got labeled the storm that never ends. She could feel the narrative slipping away, and you could tell it was driving her crazy. Every post, every tear, every cryptic song lyric, it was all part of a digital tug of war for control of the story, but the internet had already chosen its side. For now. Still, one thing became clear: whatever love story existed between Bino and Chrisean, it wasn't built on peace. It was built on fire, passion, and public breakdowns. And now, even that fire was burning out. But just when people thought the drama had hit its peak, something even bigger happened. A move that would drag this feud into unrecoverable territory. Because the next day, a voice note leak hit the blogs, And once people heard Bino's voice shaking, talking about protecting his peace and his son, it became clear. This wasn't just about heartbreak anymore. This was about survival. And that, my friend, was the moment the internet stopped laughing. Because when a man like Bino starts talking about peace, it usually means he's preparing for war. When that voice note leaked, the internet went from messy to mayhem. Suddenly, the drama wasn't entertainment anymore. It was personal, raw, and impossible to ignore. Bino's voice was calm, but you could hear the exhaustion in every word. "I ain't trying to fight nobody," he said. "I'm just trying to protect my peace and my son. Love don't gotta hurt this much." Those words hit like a sledgehammer. It wasn't a diss track. It wasn't a rant. It was heartbreak in high definition. For once, the internet stopped making jokes. You could feel the timeline pause. People reposted it with captions like, "You can hear the pain in his voice," and "Bino really loved her. He's just done fighting." Meanwhile, Chrisean was spiraling. Within hours of the leak, she went live again. Mascara streaked, voice trembling, pacing back and forth like she was trying to outrun her own emotions. "Why everybody trying to make me look like the villain?" she yelled. "Y'all don't know what I've been through with that man. I gave everything. I'm the one that stayed when everybody else left." But this time, the comments weren't comforting. They were cold. People weren't buying the tears anymore. One viewer typed, "You cried when Blueface hurt you. Now you crying 'cause Bino healing. Sis, the pattern is the problem." Another said, "You can't keep screaming peace if you keep lighting matches." It was brutal. The same fans who once defended her were now calling her out. Even gossip bloggers were saying, "We love Chrisean, but maybe she really does need to step back and heal." For the first time, Chrisean wasn't trending for being wild. She was trending for being lost. Then came the screenshots. Alleged texts from Chrisean to Bino leaked, showing messages like, "You not taking my baby nowhere," and "I don't care about peace, I care about loyalty." Whether real or not, the screenshots spread faster than truth ever could. The internet loves receipts, even when they're half-baked. And Bino? Still silent. Not a word, not a like, not a comment. Just that one voice note replaying across millions of feeds, the quietest man in the loudest storm. By now, everyone had chosen sides. Team Bino called him a father just trying to do right. Team Chrisean said he weaponized peace to walk away. But deep down, everyone knew this was the implosion we all saw coming. The once ride-or-die couple who said they'd outlast the chaos had officially become its latest victims. Their love story didn't just collapse, it disintegrated leave, one post at a time. Still, the internet couldn't look away. People began dissecting old videos of them together, like archaeologists digging through digital ruins. That one live where Bino said, "I just want her to chill," was suddenly viewed as the warning sign. The clip where Chrisean laughed while Bino looked drained became proof he'd already checked out. The narrative had shifted. What once looked like passion now looked like pain. Even celebrities started subtly chiming in. Summer Walker reposted a quote saying, "Sometimes love isn't lost, it's survived," and fans instantly assumed it was about them. Tamar Braxton tweeted, "Who? Peace is priceless," and Twitter lost its mind. But then came the biggest twist of all. Chrisean deleted every post of Bino and Baby Jr. from her Instagram. Every memory, every picture, gone. Fans panicked. She erased them. Is she okay? Why the baby too? It was chilling. Because deleting Bino made sense, deleting Baby Jr., that screamed pain. That screamed chaos. Hours later, she posted one story, just text on a black background. When love hurts this much, it's not love anymore. For the first time in forever, people actually felt sympathy for her again. You could tell she was unraveling. Not for clout, but for real. Meanwhile, Bino reappeared days later with a new freestyle called Still. The lyrics were subtle but cut deep. "I built peace where the pain used to stay, now they mad 'cause I walked away. They said I left, but I stayed too long, trying to fix what kept breaking songs." It wasn't angry, it wasn't petty, it was reflective, mature. The internet called it his closure in 16 bars. Fans wrote comments like, "This ain't diss energy, this is healing." And that's when the public opinion shifted permanently. People started realizing maybe Bino wasn't the villain. Maybe he was the escape route that Chrisean refused to take. Even bloggers who usually thrive on her chaos were saying, "This is the most heartbreaking version of her yet." You can't clown someone who's clearly broken. Or yet. You can't clown someone who's clearly broken. By the end of the week, The hashtags changed from Dar Chrisean loses control to Sa Chrisean needs peace. What started as mockery became a wake-up call. People wanted her to heal, not trend, but in typical Chrisean fashion, she wasn't ready to disappear quietly. She showed up at an open mic event, eyes red, voice cracking, performing an unreleased song about heartbreak. The lyrics hit everyone in the gut. He wanted peace, I wanted forever. We both got lost, trying to fix the weather. You could hear a pin drop. Even her critics had to admit that was real. For the first time, it felt like maybe she got it. Maybe she finally understood that sometimes the person you love most is the one you have to let go to find yourself. Bino didn't respond. He didn't repost. He didn't gloat. He just quietly liked a fan comment that said, "Sometimes silence is the loudest goodbye." And that's how this saga ended. Not with a fight, not with a scandal, but with exhaustion. Two people who loved hard but lost harder. In the end, Bino didn't expose her. He exposed the truth. You can't build peace with someone who's still addicted to chaos. And Chrisean? She didn't lose control. She lost her direction. But if there's one thing we know about Chrisean Rock, it's that she never stays down for long. Her pain always turns into performance, her breakdowns into rebirths. So while the internet may have closed this chapter, she's already writing the next one. Probably live, probably loud, and definitely unfiltered. Because in the world of Chrisean Rock, peace isn't a destination. It's just another plot twist. And there you have it. The meltdown, the message, and the mayhem that shook the internet. Chrisean Rock just lived another chapter of her life like it's a Zeus Network finale, and Bino? He walked away holding peace like it's a Grammy. What started as a cryptic post turned into a full-blown emotional explosion. And somehow, Baby Jr. ended up being the calmest one in the entire situation. This isn't just drama, it's performance art, the kind of chaos only Chrisean can deliver, unpredictable, passionate, tragic, and viral in real time. And the wildest part? We'll all still be here next week. Refreshing timelines, waiting for the next I'm Done live that ends with I'm Back 2 days later. Because let's be honest, when Chrisean's involved, peace doesn't trend. Pandemonium does. So before the next emotional earthquake hits, go ahead and smash that like button like it owes you child support, drop your wildest theory in the comments, and hit subscribe because this story ain't over. It's just taking a lunch break. This is Vibe Crave, where the tea's never warm, the stories never sleep, and the truth, it's always messier than the live replay. Stay locked in because somewhere out there, Chrisean's already typing her next caption, Bino's probably writing another freestyle, and the internet? Oh, it's about to catch fire all over again. Vibe Crave, where drama lives loud, peace dies young, and the truth goes viral.